How to explain wormholes to children? The universe is a sphere, so why fold paper for the explanation? What is the proof that it exists? Okay, the universe, the observable universe, you can think of it as a sphere, but we don't know if this universe is spherical. Okay, so the observable universe, the cosmic horizon is kind of spherical and we are at the center, but that's merely what we can observe. The actual universe maybe is most likely way bigger and we don't know what the actual shape is. But now let's talk about wormholes. What are wormholes? And you don't want me to use the analogy of that sheet of paper and you poke a hole through that, right? Because it's an overused cliche. It's like flogging a dead horse. So okay, so how do I explain wormholes for children? Let's imagine the universe, okay, as a giant bowl of noodles. Noodles, Maggie noodles, ramen, spaghetti, whatever. Imagine that the universe is a big giant bowl of noodles, and each noodle, each individual noodle, each strand of noodle represents one specific path through space and time. So the universe is this giant ball with a tremendous number of paths through space and time, and each strand of noodles, each noodle is one specific path through space and time. So normally, if you want to go from one end of the universe, one part of the bowl, to another part of the bowl, you have to walk along one of these curved paths, one of these noodle strands. So imagine that you are an ant, a tiny ant, and you're standing on one of these noodles, one of the noodle strands, and you are at one location and you want to get to another location. So you're going to have to crawl like an ant, because you're an ant. You're going to have to crawl over this noodle, and it's going to be a long winding path, and it's going to have twists and turns, and it's going to take you a long time. But what if you have a shortcut? What if there exists a shortcut which allows you to reach the other part of the universe like that? So it's like you found a way to poke a hole through the noodles, and this hole connects two distant parts of the universe, the bowl, directly. So instead of crawling over along the entire noodle, you the ant can just zip into this hole and come out on the other side way faster than if you had to travel the entire long path. So that is kind of a wormhole. In the real universe, the wormhole could theoretically connect two distant points in space time through a shortcut. So it gives you a potential shortcut across tremendous cosmic distances, and possibly even through time itself. Let's use a different analogy. Imagine the universe is a giant playground. Okay, kids' playground. And in this playground, you got lots of paths and lots of roads and lots of routes that you can take to go from one place to another in the playground. But these paths and roads and all, they are very long and winding. Now think of a wormhole as a secret shortcut that connects to faraway places in the playground directly. It's kind of like a hidden tunnel. So instead of walking and taking this long, twisting, winding path, you just jump into the tunnel and instantly appear at your destination. Imagine you're playing a video game, and your character in this video game can use a special portal. And this portal instantaneously transports you from one part of the game world into another part of the game world. And you can skip all the obstacles, skip all the dangers, not dangers, you could skip all the obstacles, and it saves you a lot of time. So you have this magic portal which instantly transports you from one part of the game world to another. And you skip all the obstacles, saves you a tremendous amount of time. So wormhole works in a similar way. It's like a shortcut like a shortcut through space and time. It allows you to travel vast distances in a very short time. But just like in some video games where portals can be unstable and portals can be dangerous, wormholes, if they exist, might be extremely unstable, and they may require conditions for them to stay open that we don't quite fully understand yet. You may need exotic matter inside the wormhole's throat to keep it open. You may need something even weirder like cosmic strings inside to keep it open, keep the throat open. So wormholes overall are mathematically possible solutions of the Einstein field equations. They are mathematically possible according to the theory of general relativity, but we have not found any evidence that they actually exist thus far. And creating a wormhole would probably require tremendous amounts of energy, and maintaining a wormhole, keeping it open, would also probably require exotic forms of matter and energy that we don't even know are possible in the universe. So that is how I would explain wormholes to kids.